Tell me about your near-death experience with your daughter.
All right. My daughter Carrie, who was 8 at the time, and I went swimming with her dad down at the low water bridge at Ponca, Arkansas. We lived locally, and I have always been a competent swimmer, not Olympic level, but I have competed in the past. Carrie was a new swimmer. She was learning to swim. And Dad was sitting on the sidelines talking with people, and Carrie and I were out there. She was learning to swim. And the area that you swim in by the Ponca Bridge is very narrow and long along the bridge, and gets very deep there, and then goes up shallow by the old actual crossing for the wagons. And people jump off the bridge all the time, and that's the only thing I can think that might have happened, because something happened, and both Carrie and I started drowning. I got a lung full of water, and she was panicking. I couldn't catch my breath, and she was climbing up on top of me. And we started going down towards the bottom. And the next thing I remember, I had blacked out. And I looked down on my body, and I could see my white work shirt that I swam in, and my hair floating out. I was fairly deep in the water, just laying there floating. And I could see Carrie, and she was fighting for breath. I'm sorry. And I remember looking at her and being drawn away from her towards this white light. It was just so typical of these things. But there was this draw, this emotional draw as well, of coming home. You know, come up and be peaceful and beautiful and everything. And I looked at my daughter struggling to breathe, and I said, no, I can't do this. And I got a sense of, are you sure? And I said, I can't do this. I have to save her. And I got back into my body, and I grabbed her leg, and we bounced. It's a technique that's taught to kids, to bounce along the bottom and get out. And we got out, and I got the water out of her lungs and the water out of my lungs. And her dad finally noticed what was going on. But we didn't go to the hospital. We were poor folks, you know. But I believe that I was brought back to help my daughter. And it's very congruent with my religious beliefs. I had always had a belief in another life, but to do this confirmed it for me.